There's an enchanting story about a young university student who was having little success in falling asleep easily. In fact, she had hardly slept for weeks because her mind was racing with all sorts of thoughts. And one day, she was sitting with some friends and mentioned her situation. And someone asked her if there was anything that she found relaxing. And she said, "Climbing mountains. I love the way the breeze blows through my hair, how the sun shines on my skin, the smell of nature, the beautiful chirping birds, the feeling of my heart beating and my blood circulating as I climb to the top and look at the view." And when she was asked how she felt, just talking about it, she said, "Very relaxed." And when asked again about the view from the top of the mountain, she described a wonderful scene, looking into a pristine lake in the mouth of an extinct volcano, teeming with wildlife. And as she did that, she looked totally relaxed, and someone said, "Isn't it incredible how you can put yourself into a state of total relaxation so easily?" And the story goes that after that, she slept easily again. Now, if there's some part of you that would like to climb a tree, or ride a wave, or fly like a bird and touch the sky, or shine like a flower, or get into a comfortable position and be transported by a charming story, and allow yourself to redirect or give permission, if you would, for your conscious thoughts to wander. And you can wonder about whether the clouds and the weather are barometers of what matters. And as you continue to think about that, you could, quite possibly, be curious. Or it's not impossible for another part of you to imagine what it would be like to achieve something. What it would feel like, perhaps like something that you love doing. What is it about that you feel, that you see, that you hear? And as you continue to do that, feeling is believing. Hearing is healing. Experience is truth. That's something that you can realize as real in your eyes. And as you continue to do that, and focus, and become absorbed in something that you love doing, that you have already achieved, perhaps you can notice some physiological changes, like your breathing slowing down, or other changes, like your body feeling very comfortable and relaxed, or your heart beating more slowly, or not notice. It doesn't really matter. Or you can just listen to my voice, or you can ignore me and allow your thoughts to wander wherever they like. And you can be curious about how that can help as you just allow that to happen, or become introspective, introduce a new inner perspective. Close your eyes and become focused and absorbed in something useful. And I wonder if you can be curious how a cloud or a rock or a bird or a tree can relate, or a shoe or makeup, or a car or a house can correlate. Or perhaps you can empathize with people who love horses, or make up stories, or camping under the stars, or singing around a campfire. Or perhaps at the same time you can be curious how a melody, or a harmony, or a beautiful high note sung with perfect pitch, an enchanting timbre and tone can bring tears to your eyes. Or perhaps you like to categorize and analyze the number of beats, or solve a puzzle, or play games of strategy that emphasize your logical mathematical intelligence. Or you may prefer to be curious about the meaning of life and how and why we exist, or theorize how we relate and communicate with others, and how we sympathize with the feelings and motives of other people. And perhaps you can wonder how performing a physical activity, controlling and moving yourself and other things in space and time, can be so absorbing and satisfying and natural. Or you may prefer to be curious why you can find it so enjoyable to read or write or tell a story, or be aware of your own thoughts and feelings and the things that motivate you. Or perhaps you can find three-dimensional activities, perhaps pottery, sculpting, or architecture, or flying, or drawing three-dimensional scenes. Very relaxing. And I wonder if you're curious about whether you can set illogical expectations higher than you think. And when you close your eyes, relax completely. Relax your face, your jaw, and get your teeth to go into a transcendental destination in the infinite universe, at peace with your own inner universe. Or perhaps when your brain is in neutral and your mouth is in gear, without illogical or non-mathematical disengagement, and you have a heart-to-heart with a soulmate. Naked words can dress your bodiless mind once again with colours of comfort and hope. And you can feel like you're floating in a euphoric dimension, in a time and direction to go to where you are meant to be. So comfortable as you go into a state of total relaxation, so easily, so comfortably, so completely, anytime you like, and you can sleep easily again. And you can feel like you're floating to wherever you like. That's right. And when you go to the open ocean, the fresh air can be so relaxing. And on a warm, sunny day, perhaps you like to go swimming in the surf, or just walking in the cool water and exploring rock pools, and walking on the rocks in the bright blue sea, feeling the comforting ocean waves washing over your toes, and the purposeful undertow on the soles of your feet enjoying the beautiful blue sky and the coloured rays of the sun, listening to the seagulls, walking for hours on the beach, watching the waves ebbing and flowing effortlessly between rocks and gliding smoothly over the sand and in and out of large rock faces, flowing and receding, creating beautiful caves that last forever. Warm seawater, full of negative electrolytes and other wonderful healing nutrients, the lifeblood nurturing all the creatures of the sea, gliding and guiding smoothly and easily through tunnels and open channels, keeping them smooth and open, gently dissolving and removing debris on the rock surfaces as the warm, healing water flows freely and easily into beautiful natural caves, full of energy and healing life. Beautiful tiny fish, healthy and slim and feeling full of energy and life, in harmony with their environment as they feel and respond fully with joy to all the wonderful sensations around them. And everything you can see looks beautiful and happy and comfortable and free, like the sea with its beautiful underwater world, sheltering many beautiful creatures, nurtured only by nature. Giant octopus with gently floating arms, and each arm has its own brain that senses its surroundings with amazing feeling, appreciating the warmth and the comfort and the lightest touch at the end of the tunnel, and enjoyable sensations, and they can tune in to only those things. And beautiful shellfish and oysters can grow easily in their smoothly lined shells, like mother of pearl, and glide freely inside their smooth concave lining, exquisitely smooth articulating surfaces, constantly repaired and nurtured by the sea. And schools of tiny coloured fish form shapes, just like the warm sea water, into the spaces around them. Amazing energy flowing effortlessly back into the same beautiful shapes and forms, gliding in and out smoothly and easily through open crevices and openings, dissolving and reforming, creating balance, restoring balance over and over, easily and comfortably in deep underwater caves, timeless tides rejuvenating over and over with infinite capacity. And those waves on the beach can comfort you more and more, effortlessly, easily, comfortably, for hours and even all day and longer And you don't even need to notice the complete comforting receding into the background. Just there, with you all the time, giving pleasure and comfort. And your comfort can stay with you more and more, effortlessly, easily, comfortably, timelessly, always there as a part of your natural healing environment. And you will sleep easily again. I wonder if you're curious about that feeling of relaxation that you've had. Perhaps walking on the beach, maybe watching an evening sunset, or dogs playing in the shallow water, running free off their leads. Noticing your bare feet on the sand, or the coolness of the wet sand near the edge of the water, or the tiny waves in the bay gently lapping on the shoreline, or the cool breeze on your skin playing with your hair, kissing your arms and your face, and gently tussling your hair, and the fresh, salty air filling your nostrils. Or when you take a deep breath, filling up your lungs in an incredibly relaxing way, maybe reminding you of other times of total relaxation, exploring the shoreline, watching the incredible colours of the setting sun, too beautiful to describe. Reds, pinks, so many beautiful shades of blue across the skyline, between the coloured clouds, and reflecting off the water, shimmering around and between little boats and jetties, tiny waves gently lapping in shallow, clear, cool water near a long jetty, glistening in the sun, so inviting, enticing you to lie down and relax and float your cares away as you watch seagulls, sometimes swooping, circling, occasionally hanging in the breeze, rising high in columns of warm air, hang gliding, wings stretched wide, allowing themselves to be carried by the wind before diving and swooping again amongst the little birds and other seagulls, foraging in the shallows or on the wet sand, everything taking care of itself. And perhaps as you pause and drink it all in, something reminds you to take another deep breath or two. Take advantage of the incredibly relaxing atmosphere and something very special about the sea air that's invigorating and relaxing, comforting, even nurturing as you breathe in and hold that breath for a moment and breathe out slowly. Perhaps you can almost imagine the healing qualities of that sea air doing you good, helping you slow down, breathe more slowly, Relax your facial muscles. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax your back, your chest, your arms and your fingers as the oxygen and other healing properties of the sea air percolate through your entire body into your hips and legs from the inside, taking care of you, and at the same time the cool wet sand and lapping waves and cool sea breeze is healing and relaxing your skin and feet and legs, nurturing you from the outside. And as you continue to do that, perhaps you can notice the scent of the beautiful trees and shrubs on the shoreline, riding on the breeze, giving a healing energy to all the animals and birds, and to you as you take another deep breath and allow your body and mind to absorb the scent of the trees and shrubs and feel their powerful energy combining with the sea air, entering your lungs and slowly trickling through every cell of your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes. And as you hold your next breath for just a moment, and then breathe out slowly, and the beautiful trees accept your outward breath and accept you for who you are, and then give you their own gift, another breath from their own bodies, breathing life and healing energy into every part of you. And you can accept the precious gift as you breathe in deeply and savor each healing breath into the temple of your body and treasure it. And as you continue to enjoy that feeling, perhaps you can notice your heart rate slowing down, your breathing slowing down, or your eyes feeling very relaxed or flickering, like that transition to another world in that special moment when you fall asleep and your thoughts float around like colours in the water, or bob about like little boats in the bay, or seem to have a mind of their own, and you can just ignore them and become totally focused and absorbed in the landscape or the seascape, and allow yourself to relax completely. Allow your body to walk by itself, breathe by itself. Observe your beautiful natural healing environment. Utilize your beautiful natural healing environment all by itself. And you can be aware of all your beautiful surroundings, like a lucid dream when you know you're dreaming, and you're very conscious that everything is taking care of itself. and the incredibly beautiful, surreal scene is totally real, wonderful, rejuvenating and healing, and you can remember it later as if you are there. Anytime, take a deep breath and take advantage of that feeling and utilize it as you create what is best for you and giving you a feeling of pleasure and comfort, and like the water lapping at your feet, your comfort can linger on and on, more and more, effortlessly, easily, comfortably, timelessly, in your natural, healing environment, and you will sleep easily again.